Okay, now there's a couple of things I did want to share with you. A lot of times, if you are like I am and I recycle, I repurpose, and I reuse things all the time, yes, I am a pack rat. And so my grandmother told me it's better to have and not need than to need and not have. And so, of course, I have a whole lot of stuff I really don't need, but I do. So, but anyway, here is another repurposed item for you all. Now, this is really simple. I just was telling you prior that I take the labels off of my essential oil bottles. Now, here's a bottle that I pull the label off of. Okay, a very, very good bottle. It has the childproof top on it. You have to press down in order to get the top to open. Now, what I do with these bottles, now I have a few bottles that I just don't reuse. You can reuse any bottle. Here's an example of a bottle that I just chose not to reuse. Why? I didn't feel like picking the paper off. But you can soak them in water. You can use the goo, I think it's Goo Gone, spray it on there on your bottle and on your label, and you can get some of the gum, the glue off of your bottles. I've used Clorox, I've used alcohol, I've used any number of things, and they all kind of work. Sometimes the paper comes off very easily and sometimes it doesn't. You might have to let it soak. Now, the reason why I decided to keep the bottles, I started throwing them away, and I think I'm going to keep them. I'm soak them in Clorox, put alcohol in it first, and then soak them in Clorox and get them really, really clean. I think I will reuse these bottles because I often make little oil synergies. For example, when I was reading to you what was on the anise bottle, where you can make a synergy for your room, I could actually reuse this bottle, put my own label on there, and use it for my home. I buy all new bottles for my customers, but I often reuse bottles for myself. So I decided not to throw them away, but this is a good way of keeping your costs down for those of you who are do-it-yourselfers who buy products for your own personal use and maybe even to give to friends. You can repurpose, reuse the bottles that you previously had, and just put your own label on it. It's really easy to do. You can print your own labels. You can handwrite labels on here. I have done all of the above. As a matter of fact, I think one of the nicest labels that I did was I typed with a very, I think it was called Edwardian script, a font on the computer, typed something very nice on the label. It was a bath oil, and it was in a reused bottle, and I typed it very, very large where you could read the script writing. Then I took the paper that I had printed it on, and I just so happened to use craft paper that I got from Hobby Lobby, I think, and it was just brown craft paper, tan. It was very tan. And so once I printed everything on the label, then I balled the paper up, and then I took my iron and then I ironed the balled up paper flat, and it left crinkles in it. And then once I cut the label out, then I took a Q-tip with a little water, went around the edge of it, then I burned the edges with my lighter, and so it made it look like it was a worn piece of paper, and then I affixed it to the bottle, and it was really, really cute. And so that's just a craft idea that I have here. So, but to make a long story longer, please, sir, please, ma'am, if you are a do-it-yourselfer, reuse your bottles. Don't throw them away. They can be reused for any purpose that you want. Now, one of the things that I like to do is put essential oils in my bath water, and this would be the perfect thing to use that for. So hold on just a moment, and I'll be back with some other things. Thank you.